Hi there guys, Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well. And today guys, I'll be talking to you about this over-the-top B action martial arts movie from the 90s. If you guys grew up in the video store era, the VHS world in the 80s, in the 90s, mid 90s, you guys know this one, True Vengeance, starring Daniel Bernhardt, Miles O'Keefe, Beverly Johnson, George Chung, that you might know from White Tiger, Rambo 2, Under Siege. You have Roger Yuan, that's right, Roger Yuan from American Kickboxer, The Perfect Weapon, Deathmatch. You have Leo Lee from Bounty Tracker, Rising Sun, all legendary B actors, that you guys have seen in loads of action martial art B movies from the 90s. Everyone is in this one, and this one is directed by the legendary David Worth. That's right, the guy that directed Kickboxer, the guy that directed Lady Dragon 1 and 2 with Cynthia Rothrock. He directed legendary movies like American Tigers as well with Cynthia Rothrock, and obviously he directed this movie as well. And this was a FM Entertainment release. FM Entertainment, they were the ones who gave us Bloodsport 2, 3, and 4. Obviously, they were working with Daniel Bernhardt, produced by Alan Mares and, Joseph Mares as well. They were the main guys involved with FM Entertainment. That, again, gave us the Bloodsport sequels and this one, True Vengeance. And, guys, you had the fight coordinators to this one were Chad Stahelski. That's right, Chad Stahelski, the guy that directed the 4 John Wick movies, and he's going to direct the upcoming Highlander, a reboot. He was one of the fight coordinators, alongside Brad Martin. And you have the martial arts coordinator was Philip Ten, that he was also the fight coordinator of Bloodsport 2, and he was in Bloodsport 2, he was in Showdown in Little Tokyo, he was in The Perfect Weapon, he was in Tango Cash, he was in many martial art movies from the 90s. So, guys, if you are big fans of action, martial arts from the 90s, B action, you have everyone in this one. Again, Daniel Bernhardt, a great martial artist, and after the success of Bloodsport 2 and 3, he did True Vengeance. You have Miles O'Keefe, he was in a lot of B action movies as well. Marked Man with Roddy Piper, and Silent Hunter. So he was not a martial artist, Miles O'Keefe, but he had an imposing presence, tall guy. He was in a lot of action movies. He was a hero in many movies, but for me, it was always better playing a villain. He was a great villain in Marked Man with Roddy Piper, and he plays a great villain on this one as well, but he was not a martial artist. I cannot say the same about George Chung. He was a martial artist. Roger Yuan, Leo Lee. So if you guys are big fans, especially the martial arts, and there's a lot of action on this one as well. There's a lot of guns involved as well. So this is action non-stop. It's 1 hour, 30 minutes, action non-stop. But what more can you ask for a B movie when you have all these action B movies? Martial arts stars, action stars. You have the guy that directed Kickboxer, Lady Dragon 1 and 2. And you have the fight coordinators Chad Stahelski. That's right, the guy that directed the John Wick movies. If you guys don't know, Chad Stahelski was in Bloodsport 2 and 3. He had a minor role. That's the guy that plays Omega. He fights against Daniel Bernhardt in those movies. He worked as a fight choreographer in some PM movies as well through the 90s. And there is no coincidence then, Chad Stahelski, he was a stunt double for Brandon Lee after he passed away, when they had to finish shooting the rest of the scenes they didn't for The Crow. and he was like a stunt double for Brandon Lee. Then Chad Stahelski was a stunt double for Keanu Reeves in '98 in The Matrix. And it's no coincidence that Daniel Bernhardt was in the Matrix movies, because, they became great friends, Stahelski, because he worked with Bernhardt in Bloodsport 2, 3, in True Vengeance. So they worked together in many B movies in the '90s, and then Danielle Bernhardt was also in the John Wick movie as well, and some Lionsgate movies that distributed the John Wick saga. So in a way, you can say that connection, that friendship they had in the '90s between Stahelski and Bernhardt, probably that what contributors did contributed made like Bernhardt to participate in the Matrix movies, and then later in the John Wick movies, because they were friends in the '90s. So that definitely helped. And again, Chad Stahelski, he was a great martial artist. He started with kickboxing. He's also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a legit martial artist, Stahelski. A lot of people know him for being the John Wick director, right? And now he's going to direct the Highlander movie. But a lot of people didn't know he was in some B movies, always smaller roles, but mainly being the stunt coordinator and the fight choreographer, fight coordinator, stunt coordinator, and choreographing a lot of the fight scenes in this B movie. So his contribution was great. You can say was great because the fight scenes are great in these movies, and even the PM movies that Chad Stahelski worked as a fight coordinator. You can see his contribution was great, right? And then it's great that you can see Daniel Bernhardt in these recent movies after he had a big hiatus that it kind of disappeared beginning of 2000s. He did The Cutter with Chuck Norris in 2005, Bernhardt, but after that he was for many years without doing a lot of movies. He had minor roles here and there, but then he was in John Wick, and now he's being in a lot of B movies. The one with Batista from Lionsgate, that was directed by J.J. Perry. I forgot the name now. It's with Ben Kingsley and Scott Adkins as well. It's a movie from last year. So Bernhardt has been in a lot of recent A-lister, big budget movies, most of the times a supporting role, not being the main guy like he was in the '90s. Because in the '90s, basically, had the three sequels to Bloodsport. You have True Vengeance, the other one directed by Sheldon Lettish, that is also Robert Englund is in, and Brian Thompson is in that one as well, and another one that Chad Stahelski worked as well. So, but then it kind of disappeared in mid 2000s, and recently you have The Dead Stalker, that movie from Shout Studios as well, and I was a big fan of Bernhardt in the '90s. Even though he replaced Van Damme in Bloodsport 2, it's never easy to replace Van Damme in that big of a role a movie like Bloodsport. And I think he did well. He had the presence, he had the looks, he's a great martial artist. And growing up, I was always a big fan of Bernhardt, and you cannot deny his contribution for the martial arts action movies in the '90s was great, because if you grew up in this era, you have to admit that the Bloodsport sequels, True Vengeance, a lot of his movies in the '90s were it was big successes in the video store, in the VHS, the VHS world. And this one is a great movie. Basically, is an ex-naval intelligence officer is forced to assassinate a CEO when his daughter is kidnapped by the Yakuza. But in reality, the Yakuza wants to kill him. And, they kidnap his daughter, and he needs to get his daughter from George Chung, basically. But they were not able to kill him. And basically, they had to call the big guy Miles O'Keefe to try to track him down and kill him. And obviously they had like a past together, like Bernhardt and Miles O'Keefe. They were both like a naval intelligence, right? You can see beginning of the movie. You know, a lot of the plot on these like B action movies, martial art movies, pretty much it's predictable, and this one is no different. But what makes this one super like amazing and great is like you have a lot of martial artists, legit martial artists, guys that you watch a lot of times in B action movies from the 90s. And unfortunately, this one is another one. This one is not on any platform online. This is not on Prime. This is not on Netflix, Roku, like Tubi, Plex. You might find it on YouTube. The picture quality is not great, but when it comes, if you try to watch it on any online platform, you cannot find it on any online streaming platform. And this one again is stuck on DVD, like the other FM Entertainment movies, like the Bloodsport, like sequels as well. And this one, it's rare to find, like it's a rare DVD to find. This is the UK DVD, as you can see here. This was the DVD that was released in the UK. And let me tell you, I was lucky because I got this one many years ago, and I bought this one for like £3, like less than $4. But you have people on eBay selling this one for 10, 15, 20, even 30 like pounds. So literally people selling it for 30, $40. I know there is like there is a French DVD of this one, and you know, most of the times, 90% of the times, the French DVDs have only French audio dubbed. But for this one in particular, that French DVD, you can still find it like Amazon France. They have like the original English audio and the French audio, and it goes for €11. That's roughly like £10, roughly $12. So and you can still find this UK DVD as well, but you know, for like a higher price, people are selling it like super expensive on eBay, but you can still find it. There is a UK DVD. I think there is like a Dutch DVD from the Netherlands as well, but again, on Amazon it goes for 20 something pounds. I'm not sure, you guys can tell me, you guys that follow me in US, I'm not sure this one was released on DVD in US, because I looked all over online on Blu-ray.com, and the only ones that I find official releases to this one is like this UK DVD. There is like a Dutch DVD again, and then there is like a French DVD. Apart from that, I didn't see any German, any US like release or anything. So this one is a must-have if you like B action martial art movies. And as you can see here, Bernhardt, Bloodsport 2 and 3, Miles O'Keefe, Mark Mann, and from the director from Angel of Fury. They call it Angel of Fury here, like in the UK. But basically, Angel of Fury is like Lady Dragon and Lady Dragon 2 with Cynthia Rothrock. The first one, Lady Dragon with Richard Norton. Second one, Lady Dragon with Cynthia Rothrock and Billy Drago as well. And this one, again, is a must-have. As you can see here, trained by the Navy, hunted by the Yakuza. So a great release. And again, the DVD, the artwork, basically, you just discover. And again, I grew up, this was literally the cover of the VHS Portuguese, like VHS cover. The only thing here, they use like this picture from Bloodsport, and the original poster, I think at least VHS Portuguese like poster, you have Bernhardt holding a gun, right? Instead of this like picture from Bloodsport. But again, this one is a FM entertainment movie, and again, they own the rights to Bloodsport. That's why they use like pictures from Bloodsport to make people, oh, it's a guy from Bloodsport. They did that a lot in the 90s. I don't know if you guys realize, like when you guys went to the video store in the 90s, a lot of these movies, they would like use pictures, stills from other movies, and just check it like in the main artwork on a different movie, just to attract more people to rent that movie, right? Because people say, oh, it's a guy from Bloodsport, and straight away they would like grab the VHS and rent it. But the original poster literally, instead of this, is like Bernhardt, like holding a gun. The rest is the same. I had this VHS back in Portugal, and it was literally this the same artwork. And yeah, guys, when it comes to the DVD, the picture quality again is not like amazing. This is like the DVD. There is no trailer or anything. As you can see, True Vengeance. You have Play Movie, Scene Access, and there is no trailer. There is no subtitles. This is 4:3, and let me just show you a few. As you can see here, FM Entertainment, the guys that did like the Bloodsport sequels, and again, a great movie, a must-have if you guys grew up in the 90s and like martial art movies. Again, as you can see, the picture quality is not amazing. This is on my 4K player. It does upscale a bit, like the picture quality, but again, it's 4:3, like full screen, is not widescreen, and the picture quality is not like the most amazing. Again, there are worse, obviously. I can say there are worse like DVDs when it comes to the picture quality, but there are also like better. You can see it's like a night scene. It's okay. Again, there are worse, but there are a lot of like. And you can see here like George Chung seated there, like the leader of the Yakuza in the movie. That's the legendary George Chung that was in White Tiger, Deadly Target, Rambo 2 as well. This is one of the scenes. On the left, you have Roger Ewan as well, the legendary Roger Ewan. As you can see, there is that guy here. Roger Ewan, that was in American Kickboxer, The Perfect Weapon, like Deathmatch, in so many like B movies. This is a day scene here, so you guys can see the picture quality. So it's not going to be like amazing or anything. I'll just stop it here. As you can see, Bernhardt. So it's okay, but it's what we have. So basically, if you want to have this movie, there is no Blu-ray release. This one is not on any like streaming platform. The only way to get it, UK DVD. There is a French DVD, a Dutch. That I know of. That's the ones available. But it's rare. If you get this one, if you find this one being like someone selling it for 5, 6, 7 pounds, just get it. Because right now we have people selling it for 20, 25. It's rare. It's a rare DVD to find. And I just hope this one and the Bloodsport sequels will be released on Blu-ray or 4K, because they deserve. This one is a legendary B action martial art movies from the 90s, and one that was one of my favorites. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think about True Vengeance. If this one was one of your favorites growing up as well, B action martial art movies. It was one of my favorites. Just comment down below, hit that like button, it will be helping me. Your opinion is always important. I like to interact with you guys. If it's your first time watching my channel on YouTube, basically I do like reviews, unboxings of like DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, mainly 80s and 90s action and martial arts. That's the movies I grew up watching and I loved, and it's all about the action. So subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and let me know what you think. Your opinion is always important. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. I hope you guys have a lovely week. And let me know what you think about True Vengeance from 1997. Keep strong.